Hello, Empaths. Welcome back. Thank you for joining this channel, and thank you for all of your beautiful work in the world. Everything that you are doing to make the planet a better place is very, very important and not for nothing. Every single one of you that is choosing to be a better version of yourselves, moment by moment, working on yourselves, cultivating, your gifts and your peace and your spiritual presence. You are changing this planet. I know it doesn't always feel like it. It doesn't always look like it. Sometimes the external world can be discouraging or disheartening, but you matter. You make such a difference. Everything about you, Empath, your smile, your eyes, your energy signature, your intentions, the profundity of all that you are is making a huge impact on our planet. You're helping so many people, one person at a time, one energy at a time. And so thank you for being the vessel of light that you are. Thank you for being the beacon of light that you are. Thank you for being an illustrated lesson. Yeah, for the universe, for God, creator, creation, the source of everything, to speak to the people, to connect with nature, to connect with animals, and to right wrongs. All kinds of wrongs are righted just because you exist in the world and you are an example of what could be, what should be. You are a beautiful illustration of what's different and what's possible and what's attainable when humans allow themselves to connect with the true self, the authentic self, the soul self, and when they embody God essence through this human form, this human experience. So thank you, beautiful, 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 beautiful empaths. I salute you. So today we are talking about empaths being first responders. So all empaths, whether you realize it or not, you are first responders because you feel everything. You feel the emotional and energetic climate of the environment that you are in and that you work with often before any events even occur. You feel it first in your physical body. You may notice anxiety or stress or fear or grief or depression. And empaths, because we are so energy sensitive, empaths often leap before they look when it comes to helping others, because we truly desire to help others ascend and be the best version of themselves and align to a higher truth, especially if there's been trauma, right? If there's been trauma in a person's experience, that we can relate to that. And so that often hurts us, and we want to help them wherever we can. We want to give them resources. We want to pray for them. We want to help them heal. We want to help them up level and find, whatever will help their lives be better. That is often, who we are and how we are. And that's so very beautiful, like a fire person, fireman, firewoman who runs into the fire to save lives. We empaths often leap before we look. We often dive in. That's part of our learning curve, learning not to dive in, learning to set boundaries, learning to step back and observe and see what's going on and feel into the energy. And of course, go within the sanctuary of the heart, go back to base command and get the commands, extract the commands from the divine, from base, to know, is this even our assignment? Will these people, this environment, this situation, this community even benefit by me being here? And of course, to some degree they will, because you're the light. Of course they will benefit. But does it serve the highest good? Meaning, does it serve their highest good as well as your highest good? And whatever current or future assignments you may be called to, will putting your energy in this situation serve the highest good? Will investing your time, energy, resources, all of your light in this situation leave you feeling replenished and ready for the next assignment? Or will it drain you and prevent you from attending to those things that you are actually genuinely called to. Okay. So empaths often run into the energy. This can be consciously done or unconsciously done. And we run into the energy to heal situations. I mean, our intentions are good. We run into the situation, the circumstance, we run towards people, places, things, etc. We are naturally wired to heal all kinds of experiences that are not healthy. We are naturally, what an anomaly. Think about this. We are naturally aligned or wired to run into not only what's not healthy or toxic, but run into what is not aligned, what is misaligned, whatever is not operating at full capacity. We are seers. You know, many of you are empath seers. You can see not only the problem, but you can conceptualize the solution like that very quickly. Things integrate. You connect the dots and put the lines together very, very quickly. And so, because that is how we are wired, that's how we are energetically engineered, we oftentimes think that if there's a problem and we see it, that means we're supposed to fix it or heal it. If we see it, there definitely is a divine reason that we've seen it, and we are probably going to transmute energy, but we still need to go into base, the sanctuary of the heart, to get to download and extract exactly what the soul plan is, exactly what the divine plan is, so that we're not going into situations that will be haphazardous or painful or drain us. Sometimes there's traps, you know, there's energetic traps. There's a mixed bag of energy in the world, right? And we just want to be pristine, on point, always flowing with the divine, always in flow with our spiritual essence and our divine calling, and only going into those situations that are divinely aligned and appropriate for us. So even though it's sort of interesting, we're wired to go into things that need help. You know, we see the person sinking in the quicksand, we want to dive in and pull them out, which is beautiful. We want to dive in and save the person from drowning or whatever the experience is. However, it doesn't always serve our highest good to be impulsive. You know, we really want to always go into base command. Sometimes it's just about praying for someone, giving them some affirmations. Sometimes you transmute the energy of things in the subconscious realms, in the dream space, in the meditation experience, without even talking directly to the person. There are so many ways to offer our light and to heal and to co-create with the divine all of creation for this planet to up-level and be better. So though we often run into situations that are not operating at full capacity, this can leave us drained and depleted. So for this reason, we must have very strong boundaries, and we have to learn to go into the energy without depleting our energy, which means we should have gotten our command codes from base from the beginning. Remember, any assignment that you're called to, you're always gifted the energy you need to fulfill that assignment. The energy that the source of creation has gifted to you, that is yours. That is for you and you alone. The energy to raise your children, your energy to be a great lover and spouse, your energy for your job, the energy for your assignments and your spiritual work and your soul work, that is always gifted to you from creation. So that's in addition to your own energy signature. You want to keep your own energy signature at 100% at all times. Now, we do have to go into energy, right? We're working with energy. And when we are called to a situation, we do have to go into that energy that we've been assigned to. But we also have a responsibility to protect our own life force and our own energy signature at all costs. We want to make sure that we are completely shielded and guarded as we interface with denser or lower energies. This is all part of the learning curve for empaths, calling in our guardian protectors, cutting cords, dissolving cords, releasing what no longer serves, setting firm boundaries, getting our command codes from base to make sure that this particular situation is something that we're even called to, that it's even aligned with our soul purpose to go into it. And empaths, don't feel badly or as if you're neglecting a situation. If you see something dark or negative or difficult or nefarious, and you know you're not called to it, don't feel guilt about that, because that just means that that assignment belongs to another empath. If something's not your assignment, stay in your lane, preserve your energies for what you are called to, and let another empath do their job. Don't get in the way of another empath fulfilling their assignment, their divine sacred mission. Okay? So now, that all being said, don't be afraid, dear empaths, to be known. Okay? A lot of the time we shield ourselves, we hide ourselves, that's part of the learning as well. We're so energy sensitive and we don't want to be hurt. We don't often show everyone all of our parts. Oftentimes we're in hermit mode, very introverted. Even if we're ambiverts, extroverted, introverts, if a situation feels toxic or unsafe, it's not uncommon for us to pull back and, to sort of be in the shadows. But dear empaths, we're living in a time where your light is much needed. It's very sacred. Even if you haven't been activated to do a particular mission, you just walking down the street and being in the grocery store, driving down the street in your car, you just being in the environment, in the vicinity, is affecting that environment with your light. It's so beautiful how when you are integrated and whole and you've healed your trauma, how the light just emanates from your pores. The vibration that comes from you is soothing and healing to people, even when you're not on assignment. You could be on vacation somewhere, laying on the beach, you know what I mean? Feet in the sand, sunglasses on, with a hat or something. And the energy that's emanating off of you because you're whole, because you're healed, because you're healthy, because you have good intentions, because you have a pure heart structure, the light and love that's emanating, oozing from your pores, emanating from your being, can affect everyone on that beach or that vacation that you're on. So, dear ones, don't be afraid to be known. Allow yourself to receive while you give. Reciprocity is extremely important. Balance is extremely important. So be the example, be the emissary, be the role model, but at the same time, be the recipient of balanced energy exchange. All you have to do is allow. All you have to do is know that when you are on assignment and you're out in your community and in your environment, that there is an even exchange. Think the infinity circle or the infinity cycle. It's beautiful. You give and you receive. Now, you may not receive directly from the person you're giving to or the community that you're helping, but spirit will always give back to you. It's the law of divine compensation, and it is in effect for you. Okay, so as you're giving, as you're sharing, as you're loving, as you're being light, as you're lighting, as you're lighting things up, just know that the universe and the all of creation, the cosmos and God, the source of everything, your angels, your ancestors are also pouring back to you in real time, aligned with what you give. You're giving, you're receiving, you're giving, you're receiving, you're praying, you're also receiving. Okay? Also, hold a positive intention and a positive position, dear empaths. Stay in the sweet spot. So what I mean by that is make sure that you are speaking positive statements and conceptualizing everything, your life and the experience in your neighborhood and in your family and in your environment through the lens of love, grace, positivity, positive intentions. So hold the positive position. Don't feed into the negative. For example, there was a recent world event that happened, and there are many people talking about it, the good, the bad, the ugly. And this world event has created a space for a lot of people to talk. And a lot of people are speaking negative things and going to the dark side. it's very important no matter what's going on. Yes, there is a darker agenda on the planet. We know that. That's one of the reasons why we empaths have been activated to bring balance and to transmute that energy, and through love and light, transcend that darkness and help humanity up level and heal and recognize that they're sovereign. We have a powerful job to do. While we are doing our powerful job, let's lace our words with grace. If this resonates, if it doesn't resonate with you, then it's not your message. And I respect that very much. But for those of you that choose to be in the light at the highest vibration and frequency, conceptualize everything through the lens of love. So even when we recognize that there's darker agendas and the nefarious ones are at doing what they do best, being nefarious, being controlling and manipulative and dark agendas and all the stuff, let's make sure that we are speaking the love and the light and the potentiality of all that is possible through light, love, grace, through God's plan for humanity, through the divine agenda, not the crazy, nefarious, dark agendas. Let's conceptualize everything through love, grace, positive intentions. Let's speak the truth through love and light and all that's possible, so that we can encourage humans to up level and see what's possible. Let's not be part of the problem. Let's always be solution oriented. Let's let our energy signature, our light, our eyes, our gaze, our smile, everything about us exhibit and exemplify the divine nature, the divine God essence of all that is possible, that exudes not only from us, but that is possible to exude from every single human on this planet. Remember, dear empaths, that you are not only healing the characters and the experience that you are a part of, but you're also shaping the present moment with all of your energy signature, intention, and your high vibration. So whatever people you are engaging with, or animals or aspects of nature, whatever the environment is or situation or circumstance, you're not only a vessel co-creating with the divine to heal those characters, those players, that situation, but you are shaping the present moment with your vibration, with your intentions, with your positivity and your energy signature. You are up-leveling situations in real time like that in the moment. Your ability to master emotions will eventually assist you with master manifestation. So this is very powerful, and I'll probably get into it another time so that I can just dedicate time to this subject. But you know how we're so energy sensitive, right? In the past, or maybe even in the present, emotions could take us out, right? Like emotions, emotional intensity, emotional experiences, situations, problems, trauma, that could wipe us out, not only drain us physiologically and drain our energy and deplete our energy, but really affect our self-esteem and even our ability to want to come out and interact with humans and interface with the world. Like, certain emotions, certain experience like grief or trauma or betrayal or rejection or abandonment, man, these are emotions that for an empath, we would just go back into the cave and we'll just stay there for a while. We're going to be the turtle in the shell. We won't come out for a long, long time because we've got to heal and nurse our wounds. As we are up-leveling, healing ourselves, releasing the trauma, standing in our power, activating our healing energy, being healthy, whole empaths, instead of emotions taking us out and becoming so debilitating, they now become keys. They become power to assist us with master manifestation. Our emotional sensitivity is profound because it can transmute a situation like that. Your profound empath, your joy and your love and your light and your excitement and your happiness and your zeal for life, your joie de vivre can really manifest. It can activate beautiful things. But so can your power, your rage, your anger, your retaliation can activate the darker parts, the darker side of us. The shadow part can be activated. So this is why we want to integrate our shadow and our ego. There are times to activate a more aggressive avatar that lives within us. There are times when that is exactly what we're called to, and that is exactly the divine plan. but we want to balance our emotions, and we want to not be affected by the emotions anymore. We want to learn to use emotions. We want to use emotional energy, whether it's grief, frustration, stress, happiness, joy, anxiety, whatever the emotion is. For example, if I were to feel depressed or sad, rather than allow myself to just spiral down in the depression or sadness, I would use that sadness and that depression. I would acknowledge that it's coming into my experience. And most likely it's not mine, because I'm doing the work and I'm doing my, doing all my work to stay guarded and protected from everything that isn't supposed to be a part of my sacred temple. So if I feel sadness or grief or depression, I'm most likely feeling into the collective. And I'm feeling either other empaths, or I'm feeling the energy that's on the planet. And therefore, I'm not going to resist it or reject it. I'm not going to spiral down anymore either. I'm going to embrace it and be grateful for the lesson that sadness, grief, and depression has to teach me. And I'm going to transmute that energy into a higher vibration and frequency. I'm going to sift out what is no longer needed. Here's the interesting thing about emotional intensity. Sometimes the only purpose of it was to teach us the lesson of acknowledging it, feel into it enough so that you can up level it, upgrade it, shift it, transmute it, swirl it out of a situation, and then bring in the light, okay, or the activation code, or whatever it is that's going to heal and elevate that situation. So instead of taking the depression or the grief or the sadness and spiraling down, use it as a moment to reflect, integrate whatever it is you're supposed to learn from that lesson, and then toss the rest while you are doing your healing work. I hope that is making sense. Our ability to master emotions eventually becomes our power, our ability to master manifestation. Also, dear empaths, lock into your higher vibrational set point with consistent positive thoughts, feelings, and actions. So our dominant emotions and feelings create a vibrational set point. So if you're always sad or angry or pissed off or frustrated or, drama based, you're eventually going to lock into that as your primary vibration. If you are constantly speaking love and constantly speaking light from the heart, not being fake, but truly sending love and light to everyone and wishing well for everyone, and praying and desiring for the planet to be the most beautiful planet that welcomes all energies and all humans that are in the light, and allows for all of us to thrive, animals, humans, nature, to coexist, to co-create. When that is your dominant, intention, your dominant mindset, your dominant emotions, thoughts, this creates a vibrational set point. So we, dear empaths, have the ability to change our vibrational set point by being intentional about what we think and feel, and allowing ourselves to only swirl in all that is positive, all that is good, all that serves the highest good. And when something negative comes in, be grateful and thankful. Even that gratitude and being thankful is a positive, higher vibration than spiraling down because the negative emotion is wiping you out. Okay. So even in the moment of grief and sadness and someone betraying you or rejecting you, or you feeling, someone breaks up with you or whatever, stay in the highest vibe, look for the lesson, always see, the beauty, the glass as, half full as opposed to half empty. In fact, I challenge you. I never really liked that phrase, half full. I like full. Why can't it just be full? Even if it looks like the tsunami is coming towards you, or like you're depleted or you have nothing, why couldn't energetically and emotionally and spiritually everything still be full, and everything still be beautiful, and everything still be positive? It depends on the lens you look through, right? So lock into your highest vibrational set point with intentional positivity, positive thoughts, feelings, actions, behaviors, pure heart structure. Also, dear empaths, protect the frequency of your soul work by remaining aligned with the soul's vibration. So you just notice that there's a difference between free will and divine will. And there may be a difference between your human vibration down here in the 3D plane and your soul's vibration. Dial into the soul's vibration. Protect the soul work by dialing into the soul's vibration. So, back to what I was just saying about emotions. If you're having a challenging day and you're noticing lower emotions, sadness, discouragement, anger, rejection, retaliation, worthlessness, all that lower stuff, that's what you're experiencing in your human physical form on this 3D plane. But as an empath, breathe and exercise the courage to dial into the soul vibration. And I promise you, the soul vibration is much higher. It's not feeling worthless. It's not feeling dejected or rejected or abandoned or wanting to retaliate. The soul vibration is aligned with your God essence. And the soul vibration remembers the divine plan and purpose for your human experience here. So protect the soul work by always aligning to the soul vibration. Just breathe into it. Feel into what is my soul vibration. And you can just say that when you're having a difficult moment. What is my soul vibration? I choose to align to the highest vibration and frequency of my soul in this present moment now. And understand that your free will may be operating at a lower frequency or a lower vibration than, of course, the divine will. So give yourself permission to always go back to base, go back into the sanctuary of the heart and realign with the divine plan. Always give yourself permission to realign, reassess, and realign. And then, of course, recode. Always choose the highest version of yourself so the highest version of the situation can play out and unfold. Always serve the highest light, dear empaths. Eventually, your soul master blueprint that is already embedded in your consciousness will activate and become embedded in your resonance, your vibrational resonance. In other words, your soul mastery is a template that already exists within your consciousness. With consistency, pure heart structure, high vibration, high vibrational set point, always returning to base and protecting your soul work by being aligned to the soul's vibration. Eventually, that template that is already embedded within you of your own soul's master blueprint, it will become locked into your resonance. And so what's within that's currently buried as a template, buried within your consciousness, eventually it will exude from you and it will emanate from every pore. And as you move through life, without even necessarily praying or meditating, you will be so congruent with the soul plan that your pheromones will emanate God essence. Breathe into that. Your pheromones will emanate God essence and therefore always attract to you what is aligned with your soul plan. So all this work, the point of this is to say all this work we're doing to be in a pure heart structure, to be in that elevated high vibration and frequency, to live from the heart and to extract our commands from base and to just be an empath that is whole and healthy and empowered and strong. The whole point of that is so that the template that's embedded in our consciousness that allows us to live with excellence eventually unlocks or cracks, and all that we were ever designed to embody exudes from us at the hormonal level. Pheromones, our energy signature, our cells and our organs. Imagine your entire being, blood, bones, cells, organs, pheromones, thoughts, feelings, blood, everything, energy, reflecting God essence spark, God essence power, the soul dream, the divine universe. Imagine the divine universe being at play and swirling in you constantly at all times and exuding from your energy signature, moment by moment, breath by breath, everywhere you go, everyone, everything feels your aligned energy and frequency because your soul essence, your soul master blueprint is now fully activated and no longer buried within, but emanating without. So consistent high vibrational thoughts, feelings, and actions will activate your soul mastery so that it becomes a part of your daily emanations. Your emanations and activations will be a normal part of your flow every day. And your entire life force and existence will eventually embody the entire soul master blueprint. It's already buried within. We just want to extract it. It's almost like we've been on a scavenger hunt or we're treasure chest hunting and we have a map and it is taking us into deeper parts of our own soul. Eventually, we'll find the treasure, and what we'll discover is that the treasure was always there, and the treasure was always you, dear empaths. You, in your most profound state, are the medicine that this planet needs. You, in your healed, whole, healthy, well integrated state, shadow and ego integrated with the spirit, working with the soul, activates the soul master blueprint, and you honoring all that you are instead of hating yourself or feeling badly about yourself and letting low self-esteem go and just realizing, you know what, I'm co-creating with the universes, I'm co-creating with God. I'm a divine emissary of light. I am an ambassador of light. I'm here to do big things, good things, wonderful things, marvelous things. When you activate that knowing, dear ones, your profundity is the medicine. It's just you. At this point, your magic is just flowing, and all you have to do is show up and be you. And it's so amazing what begins to happen. So, your entire life force and your entire existence will eventually embody the soul master blueprint. Your interior design is becoming a part of your exterior look and feel. Your disposition is transmuting and transforming. It's so lovely. The dormant is becoming active, dear empath. And what was once dormant is becoming awakened and enlivened with energetic flow in your daily experience and your daily practices. I hope that you are understanding and integrating and receiving all that is for you. If it doesn't resonate, that's okay. Just toss it or put it on the shelf for a while. It might resonate later, but there's some of you. This message is exactly for you, and you're receiving it and you're integrating it deep within your heart, deep within your soul consciousness. You are, some of you dear ones, are allowing your humanness to now take a back seat. For a long time, the humanness had, threw tantrums and, was the siren and had feelings and had emotions. And now you're just chilling. Some of you are just chilling. The humanness is laying back in the arms of the angels. It's so amazing. I can see it. Some of you are just no longer affected. All that drama has gone by the wayside. You've allowed the lower parts of you to kick rocks. You're like, get out of here. I don't need you anymore. I got my angels. I got my ancestors. I got my guides. I've got all of spirit supporting me, surrounding me, loving me. Me, the human, I could just sit back and chill. I'm a vessel. I'm a conduit. I'm co-creating with all of them. I don't have to run anybody's show anymore. I'm a vessel of light, co-creating with the divine, and I am divinely known, and I am divinely supported. Beautiful empath. So many of you are integrating that and embodying that. And the Soul Master Blueprint is truly unfolding in your life. I honor you. I honor all that you are and all that you're becoming. Let's just take a nice deep breath, breathing into all that was. Breathing into all that is. And breathe into all that will be, all that you are becoming in co-creation, co-partnership, co-creatorship with the divine who sees you and loves you and witnesses you moment by moment and breath by breath. Thank you, empaths. You are seen, you are known, you are loved. These are the messages that I have for you this week. May you have a beautiful week upcoming, and I can't wait to see you again. Blessings.